Drill sergeants. What was the funniest thing a recruit has ever said? I'm not a drill sergeant, but back in Army Basic we had a guy in our company who, let's just say, wasn't the sharpest tool in the shed. He was 6'5" and spoke like Bubba from Forrest Gump, so we all called him Big Bubba. Well, one afternoon in the chow hall, about a week into basic, we noticed there were animal crackers on the chow line. Of course our drill instructor also happened to notice this as well. So she informs us we were not to touch the animal crackers under any circumstances, as we have not earned the rights to anything sweet. So we all acknowledge and start moving through the chow line, side-eyeing and drooling over the animal crackers as we avoid them at all cost. Well, Big Bubba is 3 spots in front of me. He gets to the animal crackers and loads up an entire handful of them, tosses them on his tray and then proceeds to go for a second handful. We all see this and are thinking, oh crap, he's gonna get smoked for this, we should warn him. So the guy behind him starts trying to quietly get his attention and let him know, hey Big Bubba. Did you not just hear? We aren't supposed to touch those, you get caught you're gonna get ripped for it. Well, Big Bubba brushes him off, paying the warning no mind at all, and then starts to shove animal crackers into his mouth as we're moving through the chow line. And of course not even 5 seconds later, the drill instructor, who was on the other side of the chow hall, clearly noticed the 6'5" guy shoving food into his mouth before he was seated. She comes storming through the chow hall ready to light him up for eating in line, but as she gets closer to him she sees he's not only eating in line but he's eating the animal crackers. Not just 1 or 2 but an entire handful. She loses her mind. She starts yelling at him and going off about how she clearly told us not to touch him and how she will make sure he pays for each of his meals until graduation with extra physical training before and after he eats. However, the entire time she's going off, Big Bubba is just standing there with a half smirk on his face, still chewing and swallowing the animal crackers he had shoved into his mouth.